Warning, your dermaroller has fake needles.
Oh my god, this dermaroller is fake. These are not needles. Turns out the dermaroller you're using is damaging your scalp. These dermarollers are made from metal wheeled discs that look more like triangular knives than needles. The hint is in the name, micro needling, not micro slicing. These dermarollers are causing a lot of damage and are extremely dangerous to use. But don't worry, I have a solution, a real needle dermaroller. I was so sick of these dermarollers on the market that I had to create one for myself with real needles. Let's test it out. Real needles versus fake needles. As you can see, real is a lot safer. It goes into a precise point, whereas the fake needles create huge tears, which can lead to scarring. The science says microneedling is one of the best ways to treat hair loss and promote hair growth. My #1 treatment to treat my hair loss. You can use my code REALNEEDLES for 10% off. Roller, it comes in a protective case because it's so important to keep your dermaroller in your case so that the needles don't become blunt. You don't want to just leave your dermaroller within your knickknacks. You want to protect it, and it comes in this beautiful matte case and it lasts 4 months before you have to replace it. Dermatologists charge anything between $300 to $500 microneedling session, and you just don't need to do that. You can use a dermaroller with real needles. It goes in one precise point, it doesn't cut, it doesn't slice, and it's a lot more cheaper and cost effective to do it yourself, and it's completely safe. And actually you're gonna get better results doing it at home, because it leads me on to the frequency of microneedling. You want to dermaroller once a week. That is the best frequency. Or alternatively, if your scalp takes longer to heal, it's definitely something you have to look at. But once your scalp has healed, maybe 10 days, then you can microneedle again. So frequency out the way, let's talk about how to prepare for microneedling. It's really important to make sure you are disinfecting your dermaroller before and after use. I use 70% isopropyl alcohol. I let it soak in for about 5 to 10 minutes, and that way you can ensure you're killing all the bacteria on the dermaroller. Additionally, I also use a soft bristle toothbrush once a week, maybe a few times a week, every 2 weeks, to get rid of the dead skin cells. When you are microneedling, the skin cells on your scalp will come off. You will get flaky scalp sometimes when you are microneedling. That is a common thing because you are creating micro injuries. Your scalp is healing and that top layer of skin is being shed. It's the same way if you have a scab, that skin comes off and you get new skin. You're getting new scalp skin, hopefully invigorating dormant hair follicles, waking them up and getting new hair follicles at the same time. And also, alcohol doesn't disintegrate blood, so you want to use warm soapy water as well for that. But what I will say, coming on to my point of when you know you're doing it effectively, is you don't need pinpoint bleeding to know that you have dermarollered effectively. As long as the area has gone red, you're stimulating blood flow. If you do get specks of blood, that is also fine and okay, because where collagen is produced is past the dermis into the epidermis. That is where collagen is produced, and 1 millimeter just gets past that dermis, so you can start to stimulate the hair follicles. You don't want to go below 2 millimeters because that's where your nerves are, that's where your hair follicles are. You don't want to do that. You also want to make sure you are dermarollering on a clean scalp. No product buildup, no gel, no hairspray, no fibers that you wear on top of your scalp to cover your scalp. None of that. It needs to be clean. And I would recommend exfoliating your scalp once to 2 times a week. My Soul Scalp Scrub is natural. It has bentonite clay. It draws out impurities. It's got coffee granules. You want to be exfoliating the scalp because, like I said, you're going to have a high cell turnover. The scalp will be a little bit flaky, and that's completely normal. But you just want to ensure that you're getting rid of anything that's just sitting on top of your scalp. You want to get rid of that so that you're not microneedling dandruff, dirt, bacteria into the scalp. So now I'm going to be talking about how to microneedle effectively. So this is my exact microneedling technique so that you can get maximum results. So like I said, my hair is freshly washed, got my dermaroller, I've disinfected it, and you just want to part your hair in sections and you want to roll over each section. And the trick here is to roll in different directions. So right now I'm rolling horizontally, vertically, then diagonally, then the other diagonal, because you want to create as many micro incisions as possible. So doing it in different directions helps to cover more of the scalp. People ask me, Does your hair get caught? No. You really just have to have a very loose flick of the wrist, and you want to focus on your problem areas where you have hair loss. It really is that simple. So then once you've done a section, so this is great, this dermaroller, because you can actually create sections with the end of the handle. I'll show you the back because I get that question a lot. So the back is just a little bit more tricky, but you just kind of create partings and then micro needle in your parting. Excitingly, I did talk about maximizing your hair growth, and you want to use something topical to maximize your hair growth. I have better alternatives to minoxidil without the side effect, but is just as effective. So the first one, which I think is just so innovative, and I've been working on this for over 2 years, is my Essence Scalp Mist. The Scalp Mist is a turmeric stem cell powered, it's non-greasy, it comes in this glass bottle, 100 milliliters, so this will last you quite a long time, 3 to 4 months. It has niacinamide, which again has the same mechanism as minoxidil, because minoxidil is it's a vasodilator, so it gets the blood flow going, it opens up the capillaries. It has red clover, beringrage, it has wild olive tree stem cells and beetroot extract, which helps to fire up the vitamin D receptors, because vitamin D deficiency can cause hair loss. And it also has horsetail, which is rich in silica and sulfur, which is the building blocks of hair. So once you microneedle, you can use the scalp mist, literally spray it in your hair. It's just so easy, like a little bit goes a long way. You would need like 3 sprays probably max, so this will last you quite a long time. And then obviously I have my OG Super Roots oil, which is now called the Radiance oil. It's the exact same formula. It has rosemary, peppermint, sage, and all of those oils that have been shown in scientific studies to promote hair growth. Obviously you guys don't have to buy my dermaroller and my mist, as long as you're making sure you're getting a dermaroller with real needles. If you guys want me to talk about a specific topic, let me know in the comments. You can use my code how to use the dermaroller for 10% off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.